Hi everyone. The first thing I would ask you, please not to mind too much about my poor English, but please focus on what I'm going to tell you, because I think it may be really useful. This is a sort of definitive guide about all the tips to avoid bad situation in Italy, you know, about pickpockets, about being robbed or similar, to keep safe while you will be here. I want you to keep in mind that Italy, it is safe. I am living here since I was born 44 years ago. I've never been robbed in all my life, and this is not because I'm clearly Italian. This is not the reason, and even in the big cities I never had problems, so feel free to come here without worry too much. You have not to go in panic about oh, I'm going to Italy, who knows what will happen to me. No, it's not. You are not going into a war field. You are simply visiting a beautiful country and safe. But you know, when you are visiting a big city, who knows, maybe one bad person among everyone could be there. This can happen in Italy, but it can happen in every country of the world. Since in Italy I've always followed the news about this kind of facts, because they make me mad. You know, I love my country and I feel so ashamed and disappointed when I heard that something bad happened to a tourist. So I decided to make a compilation of all what I have heard in these years and make the English translation for you, because it is useful if we are talking about it in Italian, because it's the tourists who need to be advised. In this video we mention several times Milan, but clearly it can be useful even for other big Italian cities, for example Rome, Florence, Naples, Venice, and so on. One of the worst locations by this point of view is the train central station, Stazione Centrale. Outside this place, most of tourists, once they get off from the train, they have a walk, they arrive to the central station square, which is rather big, and they stop there or close to there. They all put their suitcase, maybe even a heavy suitcase, around them, close to them, okay, near their legs, and maybe they have one or two children with them. They stop there and they start looking to their mobile phone, focused on things like how can I find a taxi, how can I move from here to that place, these kind of things. Or if they have planned to move by walking, they simply search for the quickest and the easiest track on the mobile phone GPS navigation. In that moment, they are clearly focused on the mobile phone to finding informations, these kind of things they are searching for online. And once they feel like a close group, because you have your suitcase around you, your children, your girlfriend, and similar. In that moment, but you have to keep in mind that you are in a place with many passengers, and between these passengers there may be someone who maybe act as a passenger, but is simply looking at you, staring at you in the distance, and once he understands that you are going to stop and have a check, focus on your wallet, your mobile phone, these kind of things, he walking beside you, not even walking, looking at you, without even it seems he may not even care at you. He's simply passing there, but once passing there, he take one of your suitcase, maybe the not big or heavy, but once small, the more comfortable to take. And in that moment you don't notice, the other people don't notice, because everyone is passing by and they are not staring at you. And probably in the moment while you realize that something is missing, you will ask yourself, oh, maybe I forgotten it on the train, panic moment. And even if you realize that someone has taken it, it's impossible to find who has been to steal. So my suggestion about this to avoid this situation would be, when you are still on the train or before, when you are planning your travel in Milan and similar, simply have a check online, maybe for example on Google Live View, Google Street View. You can there, in that way you can have a visual reference, an idea, or the correct place you have to go, the correct direction where you have to move. Once you get off the train and you get outside the central station, don't stay still in this way, okay? But keep focused on your suitcase. You can stop if you have a few suitcases, not many, and you keep strongly in your hands, and keep always an eye to the people passing. You could, for example, choose to go close to a wall, so you have to check only the other directions, not in a central point where they can pass in each direction close to you, okay? Or even in a very open space, so you can notice if someone is going near you, okay? The central station is really nice to see, it has a good architecture, and I would suggest you to have a look at it when you came back, because you have to leave Milan, you arrive in the front of the station. There, in that situation, it's more easy and more safe for you to have a look, to stay a moment and take some picture and similar. So just take the first direction, the right direction you have to go, and after even 200 meters, if needed, you can stop. But it is different by stopping really close to the central station, because if someone wanted to steal something to a tourist, clearly that is his operating area. My second suggestion is to don't trust people who may seem too friendly toward you. Because, okay, Italian people, you know, they are warm, they are friendly, they are, okay, we are not northern cold people. But if someone is really too friendly, probably he's cheating you somehow. There can be something wrong. It is different, for example, if you tourists ask something to a passenger who is not caring at you, and he's helpful, he spends his time to help you, it may be different. Because I made the same several times. I tried also to see people in difficult and ask them, should I ask you, need something, feel free to ask. But generally, most of people, they are simply focused on their own business, their own things. They don't care at you, they don't even see that you are there. But there are people searching for tourists and acting as if they were a big friend. For example, outside the Castello Sforzesco, that is a common place where you can see African or anyway dark-skinned people, and clearly this is not, I don't tell you this for a racist reason, but simply to help you understand, because typical they are dark-skinned people who they are bringing some small bracelet in their hands, and when they see you, they say things like, hey, ciao amico, which means hi friend, things like this, or oh, how look your hairs, nice your style, good shoes you're wearing, things like this, just to have an approach with you. But in that same moment, they are trying to put at your wrist this bracelet, which is a lucky, how to say, lucky charm bracelet. but this is not free, and they also could tell you it's free, don't worry, it's a gift, you are I like you, it's a gift, but it's not a gift because they are fast at to wrap it to your arm wrist for here anyway. They are quickly to close it, and once it's on your wrist they immediately ask you for money. They can't open it, they should cut it, but they want to remove. It's a bad situation. They are not criminals, I mean, they are not people with knives or guns, they are not gangsters or baby gangs. Simply are people who want to have some money, some coins, and they can be annoying. My big suggestion is to say quickly and very strongly no grazie, or no thanks, no, così. But or otherwise to keep your hands in your pockets, so they can't even put anything there. Or the best method ever is to completely ignore them, to make your steps and footsteps quicker, okay? Walk faster and don't look at them. If you notice that they are going closer to you, you simply escape them. This is the best method, because if you make this way, they understand that you know what they are doing, so they choose someone else and not you, because they understand that you are not a prey. If you are polite and you simply reply to their greetings, oh, bye, or something similar, or thank you, if they tell you something good toward you, they understand that you don't know this cheating, and so they focus on you, and they don't leave you go too easily. So the best way is to escape, and yes, to escape to them. The underground subway that we call the Metropolitana, or simply Metro, it's probably the worst place, the unsafest place, especially in big cities like, for example, Milan. This don't mean that someone throw you in the subway rails or kill you or something similar, but simply they point to your wallet. They want your wallet. The people making this kind of illegal stuff are typical Eastern women, Romanian and similar, white-skinned. They're generally from 25 to 35 years old. They may be pregnant or with young children, and they are typically 2, 3, 4, 5 person. For many years there have been some crazy, there have been some laws here in Italy who told that a woman could not be arrested if she was pregnant or if she was responsible for a very young baby. This is the reason why they have been constantly pregnant for years. There was a group, and one or at least two of the people were constantly pregnant, and this was their escamotage, their solution to the problem. The Italian government changed its laws, and now they can arrest a woman, a pregnant woman, but they found other solution. For example, now they have the bodyguards, which may seem crazy. I know it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy even for us Italian, but this is how it works. Believe me, it's not so rare that a pickpocket could call police to defend herself from you talking bad to her or saying her that she has just taken your wallet or similar. It's crazy. It's hard to find a solution once something bad has happened. So it's better to prevent it and have no problems. Because the Italian websites are full of video and clips, movies where you can see this, the video taken there in the subways, and my blood goes to the brain when I see those scenes. It's crazy. If you want to have an idea or on how they may look or they may dress, simply search online for video called borseggiatrici, adding the name of the place: borseggiatrici Venezia, borseggiatrici Milano, and so on. In this way you can have an idea also for the look, because they are almost famous because everyone knows they are thieves, you know. And but I don't want to have legal problems, so I don't want to put their faces here in my clip.
This is why I suggest you how to how you could this is
why I suggest you how to find their faces online. How they work in these subways, it's really simple. They choose for the most crowded place. Typically, if you are talking about Milan, the Central Station and the Milano Duomo Square stop. These two stops are, but not only these two. These two are the main one. Overcrowded moments of the day. So they want to find lot of people, because in this way, when in the moment, just when the doors of the underground are closing, in that moment they enter the train where you are, and they typically enter with a backpack or a jacket wrapped on their arm. In this way. If it is an overcrowded moment and they see really hot, clearly you are not wearing your jacket. You should take it in this way, clearly. It's now it seems a bit strange because I have to rise up my arm to remain in the clip. Otherwise it would be a more comfortable and natural position, okay? And you will not notice, because everyone, even a common employee, a commuter, would have his own jacket this way. It's nothing. He enters in this way. This helps to hide this hand, because what happens? They are really close to you, because there are too many people. They can't keep the distance. It's impossible. So in that condition, you don't even mind their touch here, okay? Because I mean, we are a crowd of people all together. It's normal that someone is touching you with their own body. In that way, while they keep the dress, the backpack here, the other hand below, they take your wallet from your pockets, okay, and they immediately pass them to a friend, another woman typically, and this friend in 2 seconds is already on another train, or even goes out. In this way, in the moment you soon realize something missing, for example your wallet, mobile phone, and so on, and you can understand she was the people who just steal the thing from you. You can accuse them, and she could reply, no, I'm not. You can check my pockets, you can see my jacket, I have nothing. And you can also let's call police, because they know that the robbed things are already safe away. And so please be seriously careful, even while you are going to the elevator stairs. That is, those are typical positions where all the people are close each other, and you have to keep checking your rear pockets or even front pockets, and have a look to who is behind you, okay? I used to, if I don't feel safe, I used to don't stay in this way, but to stay a little rounded, respect the movement of the elevator stairs. This way you can have a full view on what's happening, and understand if there is something too close to you or observing you. Rolex and the expensive luxury watches. Keep attention, because you have no idea on how many people are searching for them. For this topic, there are not really, how to say, typical way they steal them, because they don't even care. They could take it in full day in an open road with other people around you. They don't care. They don't care, and they are fast, quick. They know how to unwrap it in a second, so they don't have to make some crazy plan to get it. They simply notice you have and they take it. So feel free to wear, but at your own risk. And don't think that you can show it when you are in a safe, elegant, expensive place, and to keep it, for example, a bit hide under the jacket, your sleeve, when you're walking on the road, because it's not this how you could prevent a thief. For example, I recently heard that there are some nightclubs, pubs and similar, where the people working there, they take money. It's crazy and it's so bad. They take money to send an SMS and message, WhatsApp message and similar on the mobile phone to someone outside this pub, this club, to say, for example, the guy with a grey t-shirt and flowers, bald with white beard. They give a short description of the person who is wearing something expensive, an expensive watch. Because, for example, you go there, you ask for a drink and similar, and they look at you, you understand you are rich, you see that you are wearing a Rolex or something similar, and they send an SMS. So once you are outside, maybe you have to do only just 10 meters to arrive to the taxi or to your car, or I don't know, to the subway, what you want, but someone could be there waiting for you, and knowing that you are there, you are wearing that watch, or even simply keep the distance, but keep watching you in the distance, and in the moment while you take a road, dark road, or with few people around, they catch the right moment. Okay, there is not a prototype description of the person who could steal a watch, so I don't have any suggestion about the looking, the style, the age, the ethnicity of the person who could steal you a watch. Simply keep aware. Another bad situation which may occur to you, even if it's really rare, is the charming girl. There is you could, if you are a man walking alone, you could meet on the street someone walking toward your direction, charming girl, beautiful girl, starts keeping smiling to you, and once she's close to you, she keep hugging you. Okay, a man alone generally feels rather happy because, oh, why, it's my lucky day. And they simply make the same, or maybe they even get rigid, they don't know what to do. Anyway, they don't refuse her, they don't push them away, because it's a beautiful girl, smiling, just an hug, nothing wrong with it. In that moment, she may take something from your wallet or similar. This is not common, it's really rare, but sometimes I have heard about this fact. The map, especially if you are having lunch, dinner, having a drink outside in some bistro, restaurant and similar, outside near a touristic place, for example, close to the Duomo Square in Milan or similar. Generally in your
coffee table, you have what you're drinking, your mobile phone, and so on, nothing crazy. In that situation, you could find generally one or two people acting as if they were tourists. They are old school tourists because they have a map, a geographic map in their hands. I used this, it's not a map, but to make you understand. And you can see these people around you who is trying to understand, oh my god, where is this place? Let's ask to someone. I can't figure out where we are going. And they decide to arrive there with this map to your table. Maybe you are alone or with another person, and they simply arrive with this on your table. They put it on your table, and they say, oh, I needed to go here, where we are, could you please point me where we are now, something like this, no? In this way they put it on a table one or two times, because you point, they have a look again, and they always make this moment. They could make this one time, two times, three times. It does not care how many times. What does it care is that the last time they bring back the map from your table and they tell you thanks, or that's it. That the last time, together with the map, also your mobile phone goes in their hands, and once you realize they are already away. So in the moment, if you see that someone is putting some to your table, immediately take your mobile phone in the hand and carry away the newspaper, the map, what's it, anyway. Don't be afraid to seem impolite, okay? Because it's better to seem impolite than get your mobile phone robbed when you are abroad. So this is the way, and it's really quickly, and they are skilled people. They tried so several many times that you can't even realize what they are making. At this point you are probably thinking that Italy is crazy, it's dangerous. It's not. I'm making really a summary of everything that I have heard in recent years. Unfortunately, on many people, many tourists, many cities, this kind of things happens, and generally who talks about these facts are disappointed Italian who would ask for more safety, but they talk about this in Italian, so it's a news for people who should be aware about this. Flixbus or any other bus or cheap bus or similar. This kind of buses generally they travel a lot, even from far distance, far away. The travel could last even 4, 6, 10, 12 hours, and they arrive in their destination in several times of the day. So it may happen also that you arrived, for example, in Milano at midnight or at 1 a.m. or similar hours. This kind of thing may happen in an area called Lampugnano. What happens? Once the bus enters the bus station, the bus stops, the driver gets out of the bus, and he opened the side luggage area. He opened the doors and so on, and the tourists start to getting off from the bus and taking their own suitcase. Since the travel could have been very long and that it could be late night and so on, maybe of the tourists could be sleepy or sleeping or really tired, and they don't get out immediately from the bus once it stops. Also because you have to wait for the driver to open the doors, someone start standing up, you have to respect the queue to go outside. It takes some time. Maybe you have with you some small suitcase or a backpack, things like that. You check to have with you your mobile phone. You are not leaving anything on the seat, or so you have a check. If you have some dress, you wear it, and then you get off. Once the driver or the bus open the side area of the luggage, in that station it could be there are someone who seems a passenger, who pass there and simply bring up the first suitcase he find. How to say? It's so easy, because maybe I was talking Italian. Maybe even someone of the tourists who were in your own bus don't even notice, because they don't have in mind all the faces or the people. They are not all friends or relatives or similar. They are simply sharing a bus. So they see someone who is taking a suitcase, and they don't care, because they are simply focused on searching for their own suitcase and nothing else. In this way, once you arrive there at your turn, you should say, oh come on, where is my suitcase? Search everywhere, but there is no more suitcase. Oh, I was sure it was the first one here. This could be a reason. So my suggestion is to start standing up when the bus is still stopping, to be the first or almost to get off. Maybe the driver could tell you something, or the other people around you could point you as a loser. Oh, he has hurry up to leave the bus. Where are you going? Sit down and don't and be calm. But don't care, and be the first to be there, so you are sure to that no one touches your suitcase. Okay. If you are going out from some disco, pub, club, nightclub and similar, especially if they are a bit expensive for the average person or in a high level geographic area, keep in mind that there could be things like baby gangs and similar who, how to say, they would like to live in a certain way. They would like to enter some kind of clubs and similar, but they are not allowed to enter, or they simply can't afford to enter, and this makes them angry and envious toward people going there. So they could wait for late hours, 2 a.m. and similar, for the people going out from these kind of clubs and try to steal something or similar. For example, in Corso Como a Milano, which is a luxurious, really nice place during all the day, I really like also in the evening. It could be really unsafe in late night. And there, but not only there, you could notice this scheme. The open road gets narrow, gets more narrow. You have to walk exactly inside between 2 rows of people, and there are 2 small walls, and a lot of boys, maybe also with the sweaters, hoodie sweaters, hat and similar. They generally prefer to not show off too much their faces for obvious reasons, and but they are not properly hiding. Clearly this is more easy to do in winter, because they could dress that way for the weather, for the cold weather. And they simply seems a lot of young boys who just meet together, and they are talking each other, chatting and similar, or passing the time, you know. They are simply that way in the wall. But if you see this situation, to was close to them, you have to walk inside. avoid that situation. If you have a look in the distance and you understand that you are going something this way, I would suggest you, it does not necessarily mean they want to make you something, but I would take a chance to stop, for example, have a fast look to the mobile, acting as if I had forgotten something, or I've chosen to go somewhere else, without making them understand that I have suspected about them, and change my direction, and maybe simply find for a parallel street to go where I'm going. Another situation similar to this one is the one that I could call the ball game. Torello, we could call it. They are typically made by African black-skinned people. As before, I'm not telling this to be racist, but generally people who complain this kind of bad adventures talk about this kind of people. And you may find some friends all together. They seem to also have happy, friendly, maybe 4, 6, 10 friends, okay? And they start pushing at you in all directions, and you are in the center, they're pushing you, each one is pushing you, but this can be also funny, especially if you are a bit drunk and you just go out by a bar or similar, and because they are smiling and happy, they all scream this way all together. It seems like a game, and you could also have fun in that moment. And you ask yourself, oh, what they are doing? But anyway, nothing bad, okay? But in the moment, one push, the other one push you, and so on. In all this pushing, someone steals something, a bracelet, a necklace, this kind of things generally. Maybe not money or similar, but they look at what you are wearing, easy to get robbed, okay? But you don't realize, because it's also fast. They are close to you, several people, and you don't feel the touch in that precise place, and you don't realize. And the problem is that even if you realize, oh fuck, they are just robbing me something, it's not so easy to tell you, hey, I understand you took my bracelet, because you know, they are 4, 6, 10, and if you are not gymmed, how to say, bodybuilder, MMA fighter or similar, it's not so easy to make them giving you back. Probably you could simply, the best way would be shut up and go. What I'm going to tell you now is not a typical cheating which happens in Milan City or other Italian cities, but in the airports. And unfortunately, the preys are generally old people, old men alone, or similar. For example, in an airport, when they see that an old man alone is carrying a metal trail with several suitcases over it, a boy walking, when he's really close to him, he lets fall down to the ground several coins, and the boy calls this old man and say, oh, sorry man, you have just lost these coins. Mine? Yes, I'm sure. So you lost them. In this way, the man starts to collect all the monies from the ground, maybe also slowly, because he's old. In the same moment that clearly the coins are in several directions all around, in that moment, when he's looking to the ground and taking something, another guy, well dressed anyway, as the first one, walks really close to the suitcase and took the first one. So if someone tells you, oh, you're just losing some coins, no, it's not mine, and go. Especially if you have several things with you as a suitcase. The very last suggesting, otherwise I think that after this video nobody would ever visit Italy again. But I remember, it's not, this is only and 1% the bad side of Italy, or the rest is perfect, and it's not so common, they are not daily thing, okay? It's something rare, not that you go in Italy and you will find here a lot of people waiting for you to make you everything bad possible. It's not that way, okay? I want to be sure that you have understand this important notice. Anyway, the very last thing that I would tell you is to avoid the tourist trap. For example, in Milan there are 2 places that are fucking crazy expensive with a shitty quality. So you are not paying a lot because you are in a cool place with Italian cuisine and similar. Not, you are eating the shit and you are paying as it was gold, okay? And you are not even in a good looking location, Instagram location. No, you are not you are in a common place. So one is really close to the central station, and the other one is Milan, and the other is close to the Duomo. Clearly many other Italian cities have this kind of places, but I wanted to keep it in Milan, as you have noticed. I don't want to risk any legal consequences for what I'm telling you. For this reason, I don't will put you here the names or the link or the GPS positions or similar. I will simply suggest you that if you search online in YouTube for the peggiori ristoranti di Milano, or something like provo, I test, I try the peggiore ristorante di Milano, which means I try to eat at the worst Milan restaurant, for example. Things like this. You can have a look, understand, or oh my god, it could be there. They work because they are not the typical luxury places. Because, you know, if you are entering in a 5 stars plus hotel, you know that it's expensive. Probably if you can't afford it, you don't even get inside, okay? The same in a cool rooftop or restaurant and similar, if you are a standard person and not rich. But these places are outside, are common places, so you should not even think that they are going to ask you for crazy sum of money. And most of the times they don't show you a printed printed menu, or maybe they show you, and price could seem a bit expensive, but not that much. But maybe you think that okay, they are expensive, but I'm just going to eat something good. No, it's not. For example, in one of the places I just talked about, they also make you pay for the time of recharging your phone with the plug, for example. Things like that, they are crazy. If you complain for something, they reply you that oh, I just arrived there, I started working 2 minutes ago, and I wasn't here when you make your order. The person working for me has just gone home, he's sleeping, he's not there. And they start to arrive there in 2, 3, 4, 5 person around you, and tell you, oh, what do you want, which is the problem, and you are in just 1 or 2, not good situation. You have to pay, okay? And maybe they don't even accept your credit card, they want cash because they don't pay the taxes. It's so just waste 2-3 minutes, no more, before entering even in a common place, and have a check online, for example, through TripAdvisor, The Fork, or any website who could give you reviews about that place. In Italian we call them recensioni. So you could choose the name of the bar you are entering, or the restaurant you are entering, and simply type on Google search you may put the name of the place followed by recensioni. In this way he will open Italian results of people who stay there and have a look, check the 1 stars if there's something wrong. Clearly this kind of places use also to buy a positive review or similars. Other ones don't even care, they have practically the 99% of bad reviews, and they don't care because the common tourist does not check internet before entering, because it seems a typical bar. Maybe I just want to have a coffee, go to the toilet, piss on the, or take a small water, a natural water, or sparkling glass water, and I don't have the check online, because I would tell myself, oh come on, I don't think they are asking me 50 euros for these 2 things. That's how they fuck you. That's all, and let me know if you appreciate this kind of video, if you would like to hear something about Milan, and not only made by someone who is not the typical tourist guide, you know.